flame. Hold on, I can make it rain.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the 49ers going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. First down. Huff. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Huff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw. Huff complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Over the middle, complete. That's Little. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Huff. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Back to throw. Huff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On fourth down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Oh, able to avoid him. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start the drive with Washington. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Wins to throw on 2nd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, Huff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll hand it off now, Williams. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and 2, Huff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Huff. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On second down, Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Huff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back to throw. Huff. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. But why do you go out and been a first-round pick. On a defensive back, plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So that'll back him up 5. They run with Pumphrey. 12 yards is the pickup there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Wentz on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Able to fight through one tackle. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
On first down, Wentz looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Daquan Jones forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On the run, it's Pumphrey. Ooh, with a juke. And now running right through it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
On first, here's Washington. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and goal, Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Shepard will go in motion right. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. second down, Washington. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on first down. Huff. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, to pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. A little juke. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Huff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Joe Williams, there. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off play action. Huff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the...
Looking to throw on second down. Huff. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after now from Sturgis. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
On the give, this is Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They get it to Washington, running left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go. Waiting. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Here we go.
Right back to Washington. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he's able to put it through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Looks to be right around the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Looking to throw. Huff. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10. Huff. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake. Huff. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.